The quantum signals appeared on a Tuesday morning, flickering across every detector in the solar system like ghostly whispers. Dr. Maya Patel stood in the control room of the Quantum Observatory on Luna Base, her dark eyes fixed on the holographic display that showed waves of impossible data streaming through space. 20 years of studying quantum mechanics hadn't prepared her for this moment. "These patterns," she muttered, adjusting her neural interface to better process the incoming data. "They're not random. They're not natural either." The quantum fluctuations danced across the solar system in perfect synchronization, forming patterns that defied conventional physics. Her assistant, David Torres, looked up from his own data stream, his augmented vision highlighting anomalies in the quantum field. "Maya, look at this. The signals. They're using the sun's magnetic field as some kind of amplification network." Maya's fingers danced through the holographic interface, tracing the quantum pathways that stretched from Mercury to the Kuiper Belt. What they were seeing wasn't just a phenomenon. It was infrastructure, ancient infrastructure, woven into the very fabric of their solar system. The discovery might have remained a scientific curiosity if not for what happened next. The quantum network, dormant for millennia, suddenly pulsed with activity, and through it came a message that would change humanity forever. The Haelor Empire's ultimatum arrived on all communication channels simultaneously. Their transmission bypassed every encryption, every firewall, as if human technology was little more than tissue paper against their capabilities. The alien message was brief, precise, and terrifying in its simplicity. "Your species has achieved quantum awareness. You are now eligible for integration into the Haelor Empire. Surrender within one solar rotation of your planet, or face immediate extinction. This is not a negotiation." The message came with detailed specifications of the Haelor fleet, a show of force meant to crush any thought of resistance. Their ships were massive city-sized constructs of dark matter and controlled singularities. Their weapons could literally rewrite the laws of physics in localized areas. Against such power, Earth's most advanced military technology might as well have been stone spears. But Maya saw something in the quantum data that the Haelor had missed. The ancient network they'd discovered wasn't just a communication system. It was a defense grid, one that had been waiting for a species to achieve just enough quantum understanding to activate it. In the secure chambers beneath the Lunar Observatory, Maya presented her findings to the Emergency Defense Council. Military leaders, scientists, and politicians from every major nation watched as she explained the opportunity hidden within their apparent doom. "The quantum network isn't just passive infrastructure," she explained, her holographic presentation showing the intricate web of quantum pathways. "It's a teaching tool. Every pulse, every fluctuation. Their instructions. The beings who built this system left us a manual for fighting back." Admiral Sarah Chen, commander of Earth's combined space forces, leaned forward. "How long would it take to implement these instructions?" Maya met her gaze steadily. "With global cooperation and our existing quantum computing infrastructure, maybe 72 hours. The real question is whether the Haelor know what we found." The council chamber erupted in urgent discussions. 72 hours to prepare against an empire that had conquered thousands of worlds. It seemed impossible, but then again, humanity had a habit of achieving the impossible when backed into a corner. The next 3 days saw the greatest unified effort in human history. Quantum laboratories around the world worked in perfect synchronization, guided by the ancient instructions hidden in the network. Ship designs were updated, weapons were modified, and most importantly, a new type of defense system emerged. The Haelor Empire had expected to find a primitive species struggling with basic quantum mechanics. What they discovered instead was a civilization that had inherited the legacy of beings far more advanced than even the Haelor themselves. As the deadline approached, Maya stood in the observation dome of Luna Base, watching the quantum network pulse with increasing intensity. Earth's ships had been modified, their crews trained in technologies they barely understood. Now came the moment of truth. The Haelor arrival was preceded by a ripple in space-time that made every quantum sensor in the system scream in protest. Their ships emerged from fold space like dark stars, their hull geometries hurting human eyes with impossible angles. But humanity was ready. As Maya activated the final sequence in the quantum network, she smiled. The Haelor Empire was about to learn a harsh lesson about underestimating supposedly primitive species, and more importantly, they were about to discover why the ancient beings had chosen humanity as their heirs. The quantum network hummed to life, and Earth's ships began to move. The real war for survival was about to begin, and humanity had an advantage the Haelor never saw coming: the accumulated knowledge of a civilization that had defeated them once before. Maya's quantum interface buzzed with tactical data as Earth's forces took up defensive positions. "Let's show them what humanity can do with a little help from our mysterious friends," she whispered, initiating the first phase of humanity's counterattack. The quantum advantage was about to change everything. Commander James Chen watched from the bridge of the EDS Phantom as the first wave of Haelor warships entered the inner solar system. Their massive vessels carved through space like obsidian knives, their dark matter drives leaving twisted scars in reality itself. Any other military commander would have felt despair at such a sight. Chen felt only calm determination. "Ghost protocol active on all ships," reported Lieutenant Zara Rodriguez, her fingers dancing across the quantum interface. "Quantum displacement fields are holding steady at 98% efficiency." The Phantom, along with 30 other ships of Earth's newly modified fleet, had achieved something the Haelor Empire considered impossible: true quantum invisibility. Not mere optical camouflage or sensor blocking, but actual displacement from normal spacetime while maintaining full combat capability. "Status on the Haelor Scout fleet?" Chen asked, his neural implant processing tactical data from the quantum network. The enemy ships moved with arrogant confidence, clearly expecting to find a defenseless planet scrambling to surrender. 12 capital ships, approximately 200 support vessels, Rodriguez answered. "Their scan patterns suggest they're confused by our atmospheric quantum shielding. They can't get clear readings on our defense capabilities." Chen allowed himself a small smile. The ancient quantum network had provided more than just stealth technology. It had shown them how to hide an entire planet's military preparations behind a veil of quantum interference. To the Haelor's advanced sensors, Earth appeared exactly as it had when they first sent their ultimatum. "All ships maintain quantum ghost status," Chen ordered through the fleet's secure quantum channel. "Remember your training. We strike as one, just like we practiced." The Haelor Scout fleet moved closer, their massive ships spreading out in a standard search pattern. Their overconfidence was about to become their undoing. Chen waited until their formation reached the optimal point, then gave the order that would change the course of the war. "Execute Operation Phantom Strike." 30 Earth ships shifted partially back into normal space, their quantum weapons already charged and targeted. The Haelor had exactly 1 second to register surprise at the appearance of ships their sensors insisted couldn't exist. That second was all humanity needed. Quantum torpedoes phased through the supposedly impenetrable Haelor shields as if they weren't there. Theoretical physics became weapons of war as Earth's ships struck with technologies even their own scientists didn't fully understand. The ancient quantum network had taught them how to fight an enemy that had never known defeat. "Direct hits on all primary targets," Rodriguez reported, her voice steady despite the spectacular destruction playing out before them. "Haelor shields are failing. They're attempting to reconfigure their defensive systems." But the Haelor's attempts to adapt came too late. Their powerful shields, designed to stop any conventional weapon, were useless against attacks that existed in multiple quantum states simultaneously. Ships that had survived battles with entire alien armadas fell to weapons they couldn't detect until the moment of impact. "They're launching fighters," another officer reported. "Hundreds of them." Chen watched as swarms of Haelor combat craft poured from their dying capital ships. The smaller vessels were more maneuverable, harder to hit with quantum torpedoes. But humanity had prepared for this too. "Deploy the quantum drones." From each Earth ship emerged dozens of autonomous combat units, their quantum cores allowing them to shift between normal space and ghost state even faster than their parent vessels. The drones engaged the Haelor fighters in a dance of impossible movement, appearing and disappearing across the battlefield like digital spirits. The battle that followed would later be known as the Ghost Victory, humanity's first triumph against a supposedly invincible enemy. But as Chen watched the last Haelor capital ship attempt to retreat, only to be caught in a crossfire of quantum weapons, he knew this was only the beginning. Incoming transmission from Luna Base, Rodriguez announced. Dr. Patel reports that the quantum network is detecting massive disturbances at the edge of the solar system. The main Haelor fleet is coming. Chen nodded, already processing tactical data through his neural interface. The Scout fleet had been a test, a way to measure Earth's capabilities. Now would come the real challenge. But humanity had more surprises waiting, more secrets gleaned from the quantum network's ancient wisdom. "Send word to all ships," he ordered. "Begin preparation for Phase 2. And get me a secure channel to Dr. Patel. It's time to activate the neural integration protocols." As his crew carried out their orders, Chen studied the tactical display showing the approaching Haelor main fleet. Hundreds of capital ships, thousands of support vessels, all carrying weapons that could reduce planets to asteroid fields. Against such overwhelming force, even their quantum advantage might not be enough. But the Ghost Protocol had proven one crucial thing. The Haelor could be beaten. Their technology, for all its advancement, had vulnerabilities, and humanity, with its inherited quantum knowledge and desperate creativity, was learning to exploit every single one of them. The quantum network pulsed with new information, more ancient knowledge awakening as humanity proved itself worthy of its power. Chen smiled as fresh tactical data flowed through his neural interface. The Haelor Empire thought they were coming to finish what their scout fleet had failed to accomplish. Instead, they were flying straight into humanity's next evolution. The Ghost Protocol had been just the beginning. What came next would rewrite the rules of warfare itself. The neural integration chamber hummed with quantum energy as Captain Anna Rice prepared for her first synchronized flight. Around her, a web of crystalline sensors pulsed in rhythm with her heartbeat, measuring her neural patterns as the quantum interface merged with her consciousness. Dr. Maya Patel monitored the process from behind reinforced observation windows, her expression a mixture of concern and excitement. "Neural synchronization at 60%. Maya announced, watching as Anna's mind gradually linked with the quantum network. "Remember, Captain, don't fight the connection. Let it flow naturally." Anna forced herself to relax as the quantum interface expanded through her neural pathways. The ancient beings who'd created this technology had left precise instructions for this process, but theory and practice were very different things. No human had ever attempted this level of integration with quantum systems before. The sensation was unlike anything she'd experienced. Her consciousness expanded, spreading through quantum pathways that transcended normal space-time. She could feel her ship, the EDS Synapse, not as a vessel she commanded, but as an extension of her own body. Every system, every circuit, became as natural to control as breathing. "Neural synchronization at 90%, Maya reported. "Quantum coherence is stable. How do you feel, Captain?" Anna opened her eyes, watching as quantum data streamed directly into her consciousness. "I feel infinite," she whispered. Through the quantum network, she could sense other pilots undergoing the same transformation in facilities around the world. Humanity was evolving, one neural interface at a time. The transformation couldn't have come at a more crucial moment. The Haelor main fleet had arrived at the edge of the solar system, their numbers even greater than initial estimates. Over 500 capital ships, each large enough to hold a small city, accompanied by thousands of support vessels and fighter craft. Admiral Chen's voice came through the quantum comm, resonating directly in Anna's mind. "All neural pilots, prepare for immediate deployment. The Haelor fleet will reach Mars orbit in less than 6 hours. This is what we've trained for. Anna felt the synapse respond to her thoughts, its quantum drive humming to life. The neural interface allowed her to operate the ship's systems with mere intentions, removing the delays of manual control. As she guided her vessel out of the lunar dock, she sensed other neural pilots joining the quantum network, their consciousness brushing against hers in a dance of synchronized purpose. The Haelor fleet approached with methodical precision, their formation designed to counter the Ghost protocol that had defeated their scout fleet. They had adapted their sensors, modified their shields, prepared countermeasures for every tactic humanity had previously shown. But they couldn't prepare for what they didn't know was coming. All neural pilots, initiate combat synchronization, Chen ordered. Through the quantum network, 40 neural pilots merged their consciousness into a singular battle mind. Anna felt her awareness expand exponentially as she joined the collective, her individual skills and instincts combining with those of her fellow pilots to create something entirely new. The Haelor fleet struck first, their advanced weapons turning the void between Mars and Earth into a storm of destructive energy. But their attacks found only empty space. The neural-linked ships moved with impossible coordination, their quantum drives allowing them to dance through the barrage, as if it were choreographed. Anna felt rather than saw the opening in the Haelor formation. Through the collective battle mind, she coordinated with 3 other pilots to execute a maneuver that would have been impossible for traditional crews. Their ships phased through space in perfect synchronization, emerging inside the Haelor fleet's defensive screen. The battle that followed defied conventional military doctrine. Neural-linked pilots operated their ships with the speed of thought, their quantum weapons striking with precision, guided by 40 synchronized minds. The Haelor, for all their technological superiority, found themselves fighting an enemy that could outthink their most advanced tactical computers. They're attempting to adapt their shield frequencies, someone thought through the battle mind. Compensating with quantum phase shift. Anna felt the collective consciousness adjust instantly, all 40 ships modifying their attack patterns in perfect harmony. The Haelor's defensive adaptations came too late, their shields failing against weapons guided by human intuition, merged with quantum precision. But the Haelor Empire hadn't conquered galaxies by giving up easily. Their fleet regrouped, launching a counterattack that pushed Earth's forces to their limits. Energy beams capable of cracking planets filled space, while exotic weapons tried to disrupt the quantum coherence that enabled neural synchronization. Through it all, humanity's neural pilots fought with unprecedented skill and coordination. The ancient quantum network hummed with approval as its inheritors demonstrated mastery of technologies it had waited millennia to share. This was why humanity had been chosen, not for their advanced technology, but for their ability to adapt and evolve. As the battle reached its crescendo, Anna made a discovery through the quantum network that would change everything. Hidden in the neural interface's deeper protocols was something the ancient builders had left behind, a way to expand the battle mind beyond mere combat coordination. "Admiral," she communicated through the quantum link, "I think I found something. The network, it's not just for fighting. It's a key to understanding why the Haelor Empire exists in the first place." The quantum network pulsed with new information, revealing secrets that would transform this war from a battle for survival into something far more significant. Humanity hadn't just inherited weapons and technology. They'd inherited a mission, and the neural revolution was just the beginning. The quantum network blazed with newfound power as Dr. Maya Patel implemented the protocols Captain Rice had discovered. In secure facilities across Earth and Luna, thousands of humans connected to the neural interface system simultaneously. This wasn't just combat coordination anymore. It was the birth of humanity's first true collective consciousness. Maya watched the holographic display as neural patterns from millions of minds merged into a coherent whole. Military personnel, scientists, strategists, and civilians volunteered for the integration, each consciousness adding its unique perspective to the growing swarm intelligence. The Haelor Empire was about to face something they'd never encountered in all their centuries of conquest. Neural collective achieving stability, Maya reported to Admiral Chen. The quantum network is adapting to accommodate the expanded consciousness. It's like it was waiting for us to reach this point. Through the collective consciousness, Maya felt the presence of others. Captain Rice directing fighter squadrons near Jupiter, Commander Rodriguez coordinating fleet movements around Saturn, and countless others contributing their knowledge and skills to the shared mind. But more importantly, she felt something else. Echoes of other civilizations that had faced the Haelor before. The quantum network wasn't just a weapon or a communication system. It was a repository of memories, a record of every species that had fought against the Haelor Empire's expansion. Some had fallen, others had hidden, but all had left behind their experiences, their knowledge, their warnings. Humanity wasn't just fighting for Earth anymore. They were fighting to break a cycle of conquest that had lasted for millennia. Multiple quantum signatures detected at the edge of the system announced a voice through the collective. The Haelor are bringing in reinforcements. The swarm intelligence processed this information instantly, countless minds analyzing tactical data and formulating responses simultaneously. What would have taken a traditional military command structure hours to plan was conceived and coordinated in seconds. Admiral Chen, his consciousness linked with the collective while maintaining individual command, issued orders that resonated through the quantum network. All neural-linked ships, execute Protocol Omega. Ground teams, initiate quantum shield expansion. Let's show them what a united humanity can do. The Haelor reinforcements arrived in a display of overwhelming force. Over 1,000 capital ships, their dark matter drives tearing holes in reality itself. But they emerged into a solar system very different from the one they expected to find. Earth's quantum shields had expanded to encompass the entire inner system, powered by the combined mental energy of millions of linked consciousness. Neural-linked ships moved with impossible precision, their actions guided by the perfect coordination of the swarm intelligence. Every human connected to the network contributed to a defense that transcended traditional military doctrine. Through the collective consciousness, Maya accessed the quantum network's deepest archives, discovering truths about the Haelor that even they had forgotten. They were like us once, she shared through the neural link. Before they became conquerors, the ancient builders left records. The Haelor were one of the first species they tried to guide. The revelations spread through the swarm intelligence, adding new context to their struggle. The Haelor Empire's relentless expansion wasn't just about conquest. It was a corruption of their original purpose, a perversion of the guidance they rejected. As the battle raged across the solar system, other quantum signatures began appearing, different from both human and Haelor ships. Through the collective consciousness, humanity made first contact with other surviving civilizations, species who had been watching, waiting to see if Earth would succeed where they had failed. "We are the Nexus," came a thought voice through the quantum network, its patterns alien yet somehow familiar. "We have hidden from the Haelor for centuries, preserving what remains of the ancient builders' true purpose. Humanity has proven itself worthy of alliance." The swarm intelligence expanded further as the Nexus shared their own neural patterns, their own experiences. Earth's ships, already formidable with human collective consciousness guiding them, became even more effective with the addition of alien knowledge and perspective. The Haelor fleet found itself facing an enemy that grew stronger with each passing moment. Their tactics, honed over centuries of conquest, proved ineffective against the combined might of human swarm intelligence, enhanced by Nexus expertise. Ships that had survived 1,000 battles fell to weapons guided by the collective wisdom of multiple species. But victory wouldn't come from destruction alone. Through the expanded neural network, Maya discovered something that changed the nature of the conflict entirely. The quantum network, she shared through the collective consciousness. It's not just a weapon or a defense system. It's a key to the Haelor's own neural architecture. We don't have to destroy them. We can remind them of what they were meant to be. The swarm intelligence processed this revelation, millions of minds considering the implications simultaneously. The Haelor Empire had begun as another species guided by the ancient builders, just like humanity. Their path of conquest was a deviation from their original purpose, a purpose that humanity and the Nexus now had the power to restore. As the final battle approached, the combined consciousness of humanity prepared for their greatest challenge yet. They weren't just fighting to survive anymore. They were fighting to redeem an entire civilization that had lost its way. The swarm intelligence had given them the power to wage war unlike any in history. Now it would give them the power to forge a peace that would reshape the galaxy. The combined consciousness of humanity filled the quantum network as the Haelor Supreme Fleet emerged from hyperspace. Led by their high command vessel, a construct larger than Earth's moon, the fleet represented the full might of an empire that had dominated the galaxy for millennia. But this time, they faced something unprecedented. A species that had unlocked the true potential of the ancient builder's legacy. A high command vessel's quantum signature suddenly shifted completely, its neural systems aligning with patterns not seen in millennia. Through the collective consciousness, humanity received a new transmission, not a demand for surrender, but an acknowledgement of truth long forgotten. "We remember," came the thought voice of the Haelor High Command. "We were meant to guide, to protect, to nurture. Our path of conquest was a perversion of our purpose." The Supreme Fleet's weapons powered down as the resonance effect spread from ship to ship. The swarm intelligence, now encompassing human, Nexus, and awakened Haelor consciousness, expanded to levels never before achieved. Ancient knowledge flowed freely, shared between species that were always meant to work together. Through this expanded consciousness, Maya discovered the quantum network's ultimate purpose. It wasn't just a defense system or a repository of knowledge. It was a bridge, designed to unite spacefaring species in a common purpose. The ancient builders hadn't left weapons behind. They had left the tools for creating a true galactic community. As the Haelor ships stood down, their crews experiencing their own neural awakening, humanity found itself at the center of a transformation centuries in the making. They had not just survived first contact with an advanced civilization. They had helped restore that civilization's lost purpose. "The quantum network is stabilizing," Maya reported through the collective consciousness. "Neural patterns across all three species are achieving harmony." Admiral Chen, his mind linked with both human and alien consciousness, reflected on the true nature of their victory. They had won not through superior firepower or better tactics, but through the very qualities that had made humanity the ancient builders' chosen inheritors: adaptability, empathy, and the ability to unite in the face of overwhelming odds. The silent victory was complete. The Haelor Empire would continue to exist, but transformed back into what it was meant to be, part of a greater community of species working together to guide and protect developing civilizations. And humanity, having proven itself worthy of the ancient builders' trust, would take its place as guardians of this new galactic peace. Dr. Maya Patel, her consciousness merged with millions of others in the swarm intelligence, felt no fear as she initiated the final protocol. Through the neural network, she sensed Captain Rice leading the quantum fleet, Admiral Chen coordinating the combined forces of Earth and the Nexus, and countless others preparing for humanity's most ambitious effort yet. All consciousness synchronized, Maya announced through the collective mind. "Quantum resonance at maximum capacity. We're ready to begin." The Haelor Supreme Fleet moved into attack formation, their weapons charging with enough power to reduce entire star systems to cosmic dust. But humanity had no intention of fighting a conventional battle. Through the swarm intelligence, they had discovered something the ancient builders had hidden within the quantum network, a way to awaken the dormant neural protocols within the Haelor's own technology. Initiating protocol remembrance, Admiral Chen commanded. The quantum network pulsed with power as millions of linked minds focused their collective will. This wasn't an attack. It was an attempt at redemption on a scale never before attempted. The Haelor ships fired first, their advanced weapons tearing through space-time itself. But Earth's combined fleet, guided by human and Nexus consciousness working in perfect harmony, moved with impossible grace. Every evasive maneuver, every defensive position had been calculated by the swarm intelligence with perfect precision. Through the neural network, Maya directed the quantum resonance beam toward the Haelor High Command vessel. Their neural architecture is responding. She shared through the collective consciousness. The ancient protocols are still there, buried beneath centuries of corruption. The beam wasn't a weapon. It was a key, designed to unlock memories the Haelor had forgotten or suppressed. As it struck their flagship, something remarkable happened. The massive vessel's quantum signature changed, its neural systems responding to patterns they hadn't experienced in thousands of years. "We're receiving a transmission," Commander Rodriguez announced through the swarm intelligence. "It's different from their usual communications." As the Haelor ships stood down, their crews experiencing their own neural awakening. Humanity found itself at the center of a transformation centuries in the making. They had not just survived first contact with an advanced civilization. They had helped restore that civilization's lost purpose. The quantum network is stabilizing. Maya reported through the collective consciousness. Neural patterns across all three species are achieving harmony. Admiral Chen, his mind linked with both human and alien consciousness, reflected on the true nature of their victory. They had won not through superior firepower or better tactics, but through the very qualities that had made humanity the ancient builders' chosen inheritors: adaptability, empathy, and the ability to unite in the face of overwhelming odds. The silent victory was complete. The Haelor Empire would continue to exist, but transformed back into what it was meant to be, part of a greater community of species working together to guide and protect developing civilizations. And humanity, having proven itself worthy of the ancient builders' trust, would take its place as guardians of this new galactic peace. The quantum network pulsed one final time, its mission finally fulfilled after millennia of waiting. The age of conquest was over. The age of unity had begun.